go Elysium again. So if you like to see you follow along, subscribe. Alright. Alright, that fixed it. Alright. Let's see what I'm unlocking. Still not fully fixed. Alright, so when last we left, we were trying to investigate the murder of somebody. We just investigated it, and now we're just looking around.
I can't believe it's snowing again.
Young woman watches the falling snow inside.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Parker told me you may have some ammonia. I have some.
Sure, I'm done with it.
Thank you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is my freaking controller. Yeah. Ah, that's
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Legendary. Inaka. +1 has ammonia. Yay! 108%. I mean, we know why it's so bad, because it's a freaking decomposing body. Let's try.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
No joy. That money
Nor
didn't
does the
help at
wind
all.
right now.
Good Lieutenant, pat your back.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Bullshit. Something else. I want to sell something else now. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
Pat your back again.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
True.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
But I don't want to get my shit together.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this
Oh.
dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Internalize. I have a thought cabinet. Volumetric shit compressor. Temporary research. Shit is a part. It's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. Supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Wow, I've never seen that. Okay, so, I'm grabbing the text. Okay, I was wondering why am I scrolling up to go down when I want to go down? Compressed in a small area to achieve a solid level of shit compensation. Compression, excuse me. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that'll internalizing.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Those 2. Damages, track down your gun. Then track down my gun.
This Postler Vantodie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Oh, that would have been me. Good mail delivery. Thank you.
The box seems happy. Eat shit, pig. fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you make mail collection box. Been there, post l'Aventier. Mail collection box, been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Aw, yay! Picking out random things helps. What's this up here? This book has a rose and a pistol and a half-naked dame on its cover. Cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Maybe they're buffs. This is a book about Cathay. And Marcy? This book, you don't really understand what it is about. Or does it seem important? Book about Voyarderie, boudoir. Is that boudoir? Boudoir culture or something? Book about the future and government reach your mind with using radio technology. Of course.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
It's a
We'll start with
bookstore,
that.
sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance,
Was it
and
Luna?
Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book? What is a postcard? What's a board game? Ridiculous, I know.
You're fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
It's okay if I ask
Okay,
you
sir.
some questions.
I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is romance? Who are these famous people?
My
What's
name
your
is
name?
Annette, sir. My mum,
Ah,
her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
or something. Jake Carter is not sure. The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts her eyes wide as if her
Feel
clothes-
free to step in and browse our wares.
Ah, and you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Ah, it literally says that. Should have a word with the store owner, maybe? Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides,
Ah.
I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Shouldn't you be in school or something?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Going to school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper
Ah.
worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
So how's the
Mum says
business
it's
going?
peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all
Oh.
go,
For the red. Bankrupt?
exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I don't think the curse is real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
It's just regular trading and selling of things failed. Doesn't work out. Not doomed, but your mother should learn from their mistakes.
Of course, sir.
Yeah, doesn't know what else to say. What is this crime?
Crime
business?
fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Yeah, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Policeman myself.
You
by
don't
the
look
way.
much like a policeman.
He examines you as if to find something policeman like. Huh. Well, what does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Used to be exactly like Dick Mullen guy. There's that live a little. Like the guy in the picture, it's just a stupid fantasy of a man. Not your body is important in this work. Anyway, it's your...
Head? Yes.
Not head, child.
child.
Heads.
Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there, and you have to get in their heads. Sometimes you gotta be the killer to catch them.
Isn't that very dangerous?
That was a picture of Pitbull. Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks the chameleon skill. The chameleonic?
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiled with the thought, perhaps imagining herself.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
A man and lady business. About whenever he was poor, about the book where man and lady business doesn't work at all.
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
Yeah, you think she has one about excruciatingly painful breakup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sure she can help out. Anything else you're curious about? It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family
Wow,
property
this is
unjustly.
deep.
Like during the revolution or
What
something.
is this? What is this?
Those
What
are
is this?
unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
What about when both men
These are
both
not
or
very
bad?
common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really
Well,
well?
maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
He's very well read. Go figure. I like you, Annette.
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write
Not
about
in
people that-
romance books, sir. These are about maybe some about
That's
other
enough
books.
romance. Who are these
Oh,
famous
kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
These scratches are cold, reddened cheek. And
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
uh-huh. That sounds delicious. Someone will write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. I bet famous people sound like a bunch of dorks.
Why would they do that,
So-
sir?
So I'll be a superstar cop in the paper, everything. That'll show them. Why indeed? Small tired cop would use mine.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Stop calling me sir. The evens. You should stop calling me sir. I am but a working man.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. I, for example, can't stop making this face. Okay, yeah. When the next person comes, you'd have to. Or man, yeah.
That's a friendly enough face. most of the time.
Yeah. What did that? No? Okay. Okay, I'm going to do something now.
You fail to deduce anything substantial. She waits intently.
You are a girl that were very small.
Come on, anyone would notice that.
Okay, bye. Roundabout north. Batteries, broken window. Kid says windows. Bucket the kid. You got a bag in hand, don't you? Weapon bottles to sell them. It's a wrong song. This is why I don't start trouble like this. Alright, good. Put this to collect tariff from the pare from the streets. Huh. Okay. Plastic bag has petite, sick stuff on it. Dynamic, forceful manner that applies great prices. Crack it open. That molten gust of air fills your face. Here, this for tear. That's all that's it now. Here's the skulls. Another book.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Aw, poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Probably some kids.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onak written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Yeah.
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Do something
We should
about it.
have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the V. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
That's up to us.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
Playing bocce?
I'm trying to,
Oh, big
but
sound.
you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is
No,
first?
you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Hand-eye coordination. Grab the ball and show them how it's done.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
Okay. Hand-eye coordination 2, modifier +2.
God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen.
Okay. Feel.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Take.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Last man's.
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Wow, someone has a full.
Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
Aim no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Why did you throw it into the river?
A whorehouse of shit.
Shit. Bordel, huh?
It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters.
Meters.
Probably 24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right tricep, that's for sure. Problem, I don't understand.
Vandalized our game, son! You can't play petanque with 5 bull!
Sorry, an honest mistake. Petanque? Thought this was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Alright, I'll try and fix it.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Mm-hmm. You know anything about a man hanged in the backyard of Berlin?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
Understandable. But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
What about police women?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties.
Not to mention keeping the station tidy and the men fed and happy. There are no duties RCM carry out. I try to avoid voicing opinions on controversial matters such as profit.
But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks. Don't you, officer?
Okay. Aside from biological structure between men and women, differences in size and strength, yes. But mentally, no. We're superior in many ways. It's a challenging test. No, I don't think there's any evolutionary inequality at play here. Yes, I guess that's true. I mean...
Really, officer. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top.
I mean,
Gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail.
True.
But I do not wish to discuss this matter further.
Seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Haven't to do with any... all the bullet holes I've been seeing around.
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Yeah, it's a crater left by artillery. Why?
Why what?
Why was heavily...
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
Did you use artillery fire?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
Yeah, it's squeezing a bowl with his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda. and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah. Sheldon here aren't the needs. Should have chosen a place away from buildings. I understand I'd bomb this place too.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
Beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
Oh, so this place is basically D-Day.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in '08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Oh, that explains all the words.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
Strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the...
How far am I in the game?
What
Sorry,
do you
just-
think?
Just saw it. I just started, basically. A few hours.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
That's how it should be, soft socialists. Socialists paving the way for the hard working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how... Nothing. I don't think. I just do. Commies just don't understand how...
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Takes a deep breath.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
So it's basically, you know, like post-World War II kind of...
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who's this Frizzle? Elysium? What exactly is this?
Damn Frissel.
Frizzle.
He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
composure. -1 through the bowl in the sea.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry. Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Endurance. Flight checks unlocked. Learning. Now that I've got my shit together. Fire traps. High tier slush. Found. Free. Noise pawn shop, fast cash, fast
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
What are you doing here, man on the waterlock? You know what causes
I
that?
wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
Ah.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock.
Some of that slime.
The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
You know what's further down?
Well,
the
there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
I have some of that salami.
Sure thing.
Aw, thanks.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Remote, let's go for it. Bye, thank you.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay, then. Yeah, are they talking like garbage? Those clothes. Yeah, maybe we can sell the fashion like the pawn shop. Add a machine and antique cash. It's a military wear. Central fashion. Bust of the woman, the plaque simply says DEI. The dark film.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Like the knights on
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists look like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
peasantry.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Contrast is meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. Even we can do it. Possible. Cohorts of capital. Friendly guard. More nuanced. And regular. I mean, it could be either one. Honestly, I want to look on the more positive side, but,
Okay. I don't like either set too much, to be honest.
dig a really cool figurine at the bottom. I don't know.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
This.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
stained fingertips. Gasoline-stained fingerless gloves and navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool still provides some.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep the Stereo 8 approved machine. What I want to know is, could this device come in handy with police work? You sure this will be on?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Sure, it's in work.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Like music. Got it. Back to this guy.
The stuff I record myself, silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing.
So, Foley?
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
That's
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
your gaze went over the street.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where did you get
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
that?
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
700 real. Take into account the risk of painting the light. Seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary. It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like it. Sorry, I feel like.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Some of your selections are tasteful.
It keeps me entertained.
entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Challenging. Really high, and if yes, is he on? Guns, like cops carried by cops.
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Well, lights and colors, sounds, things in art music.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Like clothes.
Another time, perhaps.
Wait. Maybe about AR. Guns, like conspiracy.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh shit. Her, huh?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Oops.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Must prove that she can do her job. I don't like it either, but if she intends to crime, then blame it.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
I do where I can find his
My
daughter.
apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Now I know how I lost my sight.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
LSD, maybe. Something like it. Well, I'd like to sell this crash that I have. Try and make some money, so pay back to him.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Ah, okay. Worthy of a man. Norris.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with
Gift books. Oh, handy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere. Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal. Return to Hyamdal. Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyamdal and the false god. Man, not even close. Man from Hyamdal.
Oh, Man from Hyamdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
Sounds good. Which one should I start?
At last, someone sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. Can't judge a book by the cover, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hyamdalaman, the man from Hyamdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Do any of these books call out to me?
Nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
Magazines. Corner. Faster. National Rescue.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure thing.
You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Owner. Turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also The Dame Who Did It. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails.
Really?
It seems very close by.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Note, reading about Dick Mullen would not actually make you a better detective.
It's using the English spelling.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
Aha.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Or what is the innocentic?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
That is about in which these innocents is the coolest and greatest.
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Yeah. Ring helps.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Isle Ghosts.
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosigns and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
You cannot buy them maps.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These three things are very important to the working class mind. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services. It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
By RFK, by our health.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
That boring book. Just discard. So there's something to buy here potentially.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Can you give me some money? I feel it won't be an opportune moment to ask later.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Voice high-pitched, sounds familiar. Talked to her before. The doorbell. Don't want to buy a book. The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Daughter is one of us standing on the street.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
10. She's certainly very polite and helpful.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
Yeah, handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value. She's a great value add. Here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor.
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
Okay.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
The girl had mentioned that the place is cursed.
Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
What in God's name is she talking about?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you.
So what type of
Everything
books
is
do
on
you
the
have?
shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Over here, I wonder.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Who are these
Inhabitants of Elysium, the Seminine Islands down south.
So it's like voodoo.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Pull the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid. Is it ever unpleasant? I need to get it. Since this place is calling for me, I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
I'm begging you, ma'am, this is different.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. No!
Fuck it.
Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
I think that's the game's way of saying, hey, you might not want to do
Talking
this.
is always good. Go see what she has to say.
Has to say.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you.
All right. Yeah, please don't do that.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime,
Why are you so
Romance,
uptight about the
and
curtains? I just
Biography.
wanna
I
know
already
what's on the
told
other
you,
side.
it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
Are you still talking about books? You're trying to put a spell on me? It's just a storage room, then why does it have a Simone's ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
Uh-huh. He waves under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight smile.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Just tell me right away about the curse. Stop.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simone's mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
How does
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Yeah, I'm a little confused when Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Did you just tell me right away?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
You mean talking about it makes it manifest.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Your pendant part of the ward as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around except you.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid.
Thought about sale, maybe this could customers. Only trying to help. What about some neon signs, blinking lights? Right. You try to be friendlier with the customer. Try to reconceptualize your business. Martinez. Martinez doesn't look like the best place for promotion. Oh, Martinez doesn't.
Discount my wares? I can see, sir, that you don't value books very highly. Besides, this would only tempt the phantoms of doom. They can sense the desperation, you know.
Like the taste of case?
Most
like
certainly not.
investigate.
I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Drama. An answer to let you investigate the doomed commercial area.
Slither up to
Yay.
her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't? Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural
Are you
situations
sure?
before.
Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
I've returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, all right?
Yes, of course.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
The wards brought me here in the first place. Demine's blood also runs through me. I am the void revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energy. Debad all the bad
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
That's my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me. No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no
If
match
you
for me.
promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't
On
told
my
you
word
about yet.
as a gentleman.
The entity.
The
Do not
entity-
act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Of course. I've sensed
You
its
have?
presence.
The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney? The passage between heaven and hell, of
Yes.
course.
That chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it.
Aha.
Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Okay, but please, only a few questions.
The woman before you scanned.
Yay.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Oh. I charge forward, heedless of any danger. Silhouettes of hair trams. Oh, it's a beauty salon? Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one is there. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Open the door and enter. Oh, the gym. Yeah, punch bag. Poster says Sitius Fortis. Hey, a ball that can replace. Hey. Give that back to the guys. Oh, he's got something to say.
What is this place?
Lieutenant stares at this training. It's an adventure. It's the netherworld beyond the veil. Like a gym to me. I think this may be the Antwerp's boxing club for young
I think you're right,
athletes.
though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Just keep going. I'm sure it'll be just a regular abandoned house. Here.
Sounds good.
Let me finish that one first. Well, I may need it.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
I don't think my strength.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Yeah. Notice the collars. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
The bastard would just remove the collars. Should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Yeah, not gonna mess with that. Just injuring myself. For now, all. Let's see. Oh, and now it moves around. Stuffed in mouth. Ship rotors covered in spider webs. Money. Yoink. Wait, did I steal? Velvet, soft to touch. Mothbit. Oh, real. Oh.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin.
I could be Christopher Welkin. Oh.
One of the
Loves
welkins,
cowbells.
towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Ah, why would anyone spend this much time?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, no to mine. All of these creatures, who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
That's a welcome surprise.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
That might be an inside joke or something in it that I'm not aware of.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
Kind of like
Albeit
Windwalkers.
dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
So it's a D&D game that they've...
A pinned postcard reads, "This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid,
No
the
Project
grand
Red.
scheme of production and money.
Dread death, heat death scenario, a desperate fight, geothermal energy engulfs the world. The world becomes... Ah. Interesting concept.
Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
So, concepts of a game, it sounds like.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
I should turn it on.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Oh, sure.
The
Hold
machine
on,
lights
turning
up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Just play again.
Tiles on the cube. Nothing happens.
So something needs to go there. Hello? Solve this.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Wait, hold on. How do I know what Cadran mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
It's like a radio tower. This doesn't dealing with something. Of course. Anatomy of.
Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Game.
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
One tries to exercise the curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counter. Built business selling version of the hell they were making.
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
It's D&D on the internet. Get it. Meta-narrative, thank you.
Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool.
That might be RPG
Someone should
stuff
give
that I
them
don't know
millions
about.
of real
Like real stuff, I don't know.
immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
No idea.
Yeah.
They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed,
Wow.
it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
Just played a cheap money. Just got to them. Cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Oh, but I want to finish the game. Now I'm all intrigued. Most built, most advanced RPG in the universe. Weird stuff going. Ugh.
see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
I don't think so. Is this an iceberg?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Cam. It's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
What's a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
That was a red snake keyboard.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Multiple items. Handwritten note. Handwritten note. Still kitchen magnet. Yeah.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory.
Okay.
It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. Really? You don't have a single guess?
Yeah. You mean
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Okay. All collapsed. Inaccessible.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly...
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Inside the
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
Here's the murderer of the hanged man talking. Not not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking.
Wait,
upstairs.
really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
It's lighted. Hello? Foot. White check. May retry it. Yeah.
You muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later. Yes?
No. Wow. Interesting. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's go upstairs.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Uh-huh.
This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Hello? I yelled, but it didn't
Again,
work.
your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. Sire, may we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice, not your head voice. Sing from the diaphragm. Perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Try it again, son.
Yell. Oh, again, I can spin it out. Okay. Maybe I've made this postcard almost completely sepia tone. Town traffic passes overhead, ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into the beige city woods. Wave rising from the delta on which the district was built. Postcard is pretty big.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
A woman's voice. Please, who's there? I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Hello? Are you there? Speak me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
you hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
It's a fun little mystery we got going, gang. Oh. The artist is still here. There's full of dice, colorful polyhedron, dozens of... Yep. Purpose to contain thousands of die.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shimmering through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius.
Taps on her.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
This one also knocked it.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Not exactly, but...
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I like role-playing games. I need some dice. I was looking for something else. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Where are we? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Creative.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
So, like, really cool.
Not especially.
Dice.
I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
You know the erythral.
Ah, yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
The standard. Deal.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice? What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area. Abracadabra. Nourished like this one.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die. Maybe you have some other ideas for die? A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
I'm starving stuff.
Alright, maybe some other die then? I think I have just the right one for you.
Once a top drawer for work desk. Taste something up. 2 polyhedrons, red and blue.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer.
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Aww.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
I'll try and catch them.
Mr. Smooth moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else? I've heard the stories. but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain all that's happened in this? Yeah, I know. Convince the place is swarming
Plaisance, the
with
bookshop
attention.
lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
And that, oh, there are lady customers. She has to exclude. Curse just time. Don't know why this yet.
Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, Erlang is part of the duty. Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious. Oh, either. They just took off. Paying bills.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Dedicated to craft curses. Where's the many consistency? So-called
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
You that's causing this. You now realize for this. Starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions that matter. Yes.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Yep.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
Shit. You know what happened to the other tenants?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Used to be a hair salon here.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Commentary.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Yeah, they should have been more minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Kuno. Who's Kuno?
One of the king around here. Sort of a ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it. It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Dogs pay.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. The bear.
Thumbs into her temple.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe, because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean to get off on it?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
Someone here makes stuffed animals?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Formaldehyde.
Even you can probably do better than that.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. A Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
But insects don't have any brains or...
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes,
Well, yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else? Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history.
Nice.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times.
Chit-chat.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
It looked quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Yeah.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game. Anything else? Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it's still... Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
You know about that?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
You need to connect.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief, the tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp. Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out.
For some reason?
You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
Oh, and then there's the pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
I guess I've made some
Sure,
deals,
sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
Yes.
Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
This is that Garrett guy. Out there, but opposite where I dumped it.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the... That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol?
Yeah, I thought there were no tax.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Opt in. Big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street. This guy's appropriating the emerging Boogie Street lingo as part of his sales pitch for the free market economy.
Well, if not being an ultra-liberal makes me a racist, then I guess I should be liberal. Like, trying to sound like Boogie Street used so peddling me this stuff.
Yeah, ain't it cool, Ryder? Ain't it street?
It's not. I don't know what the hell just happened. Oh, cool. Dice. Alright. Well, I need to go take a break. guys in the next one. So, like you saw, it's very far along. Check out Twitch, YouTube. The man is speaking. See ya.